All right. Zoom in the Movies,
This.
episode 4. This is Spinal Tap. Go ahead.
This is Spinal Tap Film Studio.
Hello, my name is Marty DeBerge. I'm a filmmaker. I make a lot of commercials. That little dog that chases the covered wagon underneath the sink, that was mine. See, in 1966, I went down to Greenwich Village, New York City, to a rock club called the Electric Banana. And don't look for it, it's not there anymore. But that night, I heard a band that, for me, redefined the word rock and roll. I remember being knocked out by their exuberance, their raw power, and their punctuality. Now, that band was Britain's now legendary Spinal Tap. 17 years and 15 albums later, Spinal Tap is still going strong. And they've earned a distinguished place in rock history as one of England's loudest bands. So in the late fall of 1982, when I heard that Tap was releasing a new album called Smell the Glove and was planning their first tour of the United States in almost 6 years to promote the album, well, needless to say, I jumped at the chance to make the documentary, the, if you will, rockumentary. And that's what you're about to see. I wanted to capture the sights, the smells, the sounds of a hardworking rock band on the road. And I got that. But I got more. A lot more. But hey, enough of my yakking. What do you say? Let's boogie.
Outside the venue.
Whoever's male ensemble, just go ahead. Nope.
Gives me a lot of energy, makes me happy.
Go ahead, McFadden. The other line. No? We frozen? What's going on?
Heavy metal state, you can get stuff out of it.
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah. Just go ahead, Ed. Read the third one.
The way they dress the leather. JFK Airport, New York.
Oh, which one is this? Is this LaGuardia or is this...
No, this is JFK. New York, New York.
Oh, yes.
Back outside the venue. Watch it now, watch it now.
Anybody can take this line.
It's like you become one of the guys in the band. I mean, there's no division. The music just unites people with the players.
You want it right?
Stage.
Direct from hell. Spinal Tap. Spinal
Tap performs tonight. I'm gonna rock you tonight.
We are Spinal Tap from the UK. You must be the USA.
Garden Interview 1.
Let's talk a little bit about the history of the group. Now, I understand, Nigel, you and David originally started the band, back in, when was it? Back in 1964?
Well, yeah, before that, we were in different groups. I was in a group called The Creatures, and that was a skiffle group.
I was in Lovely Lads.
Yeah.
And then we looked at each other and says, well, we might as well join up, and...
So we became the Originals.
Right.
Right, and we had to change our name, actually.
Well, there was this. There was another group in the East End called the Originals, and we had to name ourselves. We had to rename ourselves.
Yeah, the New Originals.
The New Originals, and then they became
the Regulars. They changed their name back to the Regulars, and we thought, well, we could go back to the Originals, but what's the point?
We became the Thamesmen at that point.
The Thamesmen play Give Me Some Money, British TV, Pop, Look and Listen, 1965.
So your drummer was...
the Peeper.
Joe Stumpy Peeps. Yeah, great. Tall blonde geek with glasses, huh?
Good drummer.
Yeah, good. Look, good drummer.
Good drummer.
Fine drummer.
Well, what happened to him?
He died. He died in a bizarre gardening accident some years back.
It was really one of those things. It was, the authorities said, well, best leave it unsolved, really,
And he was replaced by
Stumpy Joe, Eric Stumpy Joe Childs.
what happened to Stumpy Joe?
Well, it's not a pleasant story, but he died. He choked on, well, the official explanation is he choked on vomit.
He passed away.
It was actually, someone else's vomit. It's not,
It's ugly.
there's no real.
Yeah, you can't prove whose vomit it was. They don't have the facilities for that in Scotland Yard.
Well, you can't print. There's no way to print a spectra photograph.
Can't really dust for vomit.
Reception, New York.
Here we go. So how do they call this place? Oh, it's the band.
So what?
How are you, Ethan, fellas? How you doing? Come on over. I want you to meet somebody, everybody.
Who is that?
Viv, come over here, everybody.
Bobby Flickman.
Who is it? With the record company?
Yes, Bobby Fleckman, the hostess with the mostest. You know. Hi, handsome. How you doing? All right, listen, I want you all to meet Sir Dennis Egerton Haag. Now, he's the head of the Polymath.
We know.
We know.
Oh, she knows.
You don't talk so much. Just smile and look smart. Dennis, come here. Come here. I want you to meet Spinal Tap, our guest of honor.
How very nice to meet you.
Kids, this is Sir Egerton Haag. This is Nigel.
Hello, Dennis.
So this is Nigel.
Thanks a lot for letting us.
Let's go over there and we'll all take a picture together. Where's Christine? Where's my photographer? Come here, honey. What's your name, Christine? Okay, right over here. Good.
Hey, guys look great. I mean, fantastic. I would have never known you're almost 40. I mean, if I look this good, I mean, from the stage even, it's amazing. You know, I do. Yeah, I did the bird. Do the dead bird. No, change to the dwarf cannolis. Oh, come on, don't talk so much. I mean, come on, mime is money. Let's go. Come on, move it. Oh, here we are at Polymer, looking forward to a long and fruitful relationship with Spinal Tap. We wish them great success on their North American tour. Says all of us. Tap into America. Huh?
Limo. Excuse me, are you reading Yes, I Can? Yeah, have you read it? Yeah, by Sammy Davis Jr.? Yeah. You know that title of that book should be? Yes, I Can, if Frank Sinatra says it's okay. Because Frank calls the shots for all of those guys. Do you get to the part where Sammy's coming out to the Copa and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning and he sees Frank? Frank's walking down Broadway by himself. The limo window is raised by Nigel. Fucking limeys.
Oh, we're not used to that world.
Yeah.
You know Frank Sinatra. It's a different world that they're in.
It's just that the people like this, they get all they want, so they don't really understand, about a life like Frank's. I mean, when you've loved and lost the way Frank has, then you know what life's about.
Times may even do something.
The New York Times?
Yeah, the New York Times.
The bump we've got to iron out here is when do we get the album released? I mean, it doesn't matter how good the press is or what the stringers.
As I explained last night, we're not going to saturate the New York market. Now, Philly, that's a real rock and roll town.
Yeah, Philly's great.
Be assured that the album will be available all throughout the Philadelphia metropolitan area.
Yeah, so you're hitting that market regardless of how we're selling in New York.
We are doing. We are certainly doing. Well, I'm doing everything I can.
Well, that's right. We're not blaming you. We're not blaming you.
But you don't feel these guys have an effect on an audience? I mean, kids go to their concert, they have a great time.
But it's a passing thing. I mean, I would never tell them this, but this is a fad. Spinal Tap plays Big Bottom at Fidelity Hall, Philadelphia. Garden Interview 2.
All right, let's talk about your reviews a little bit, regarding Intravenous de Milo. This tasteless cover is a good indication of the lack of musical invention within. The musical growth rate of this band cannot even be charted. They are treading water in a sea of retarded sexuality and bad poetry.
That's picking in it.
The gospel, according to Spinal Tap. This pretentious, ponderous collection of religious rock psalms is enough to prompt the question, what day did the Lord create Spinal Tap, and couldn't he have rested on that day too?
Well, I never heard that one.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
The review you had on Shark Sandwich, which was merely a 2-word review, just said shit sandwich.
Where did they print that? Where did they print that?
Where did that appear?
That's not real, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't print that.
Recording Industry Convention, Atlanta, Georgia.
All these arguments around touring or not touring and all that is obvious. We belong on tour, you know?
I couldn't agree more. All that stuff about you being too old and you being too white, but
what's the album, Ian?
Well, that's the real problem. There's no way to promote something that doesn't exist, you know?
it's a very unimportant reason. It's just that they're experimenting with some new packaging materials. Let me get the door.
What kind of experimenting? What, they've got monkeys opening up or what?
Oh, there's the other thing is that the Boston gig has been cancelled.
What?
Yeah. I wouldn't worry about it, though. It's not a big college town.
I heard you boys got an album coming out.
Yeah, it should be out now. It's called Smell the Glove. Yeah.
Smell the Glove. It's a provocative title.
Well, wait till you see the cover. Wait till you see the cover. Very provocative indeed.
Bobby, can I tear you away from all this?
Do you have a drink? Everything okay?
No, I don't really need one. But listen, I really do have to talk to you a bit about this.
Ian, come on, tell me whatever is on your mind.
This whole issue of the issue of the cover.
Yeah.
We feel it seems to be facts that the company is rather down on the cover. Is that the case?
Yes.
You can give it to me straight now.
Listen, they don't like the cover. They don't like the cover.
Uh-huh. Well, that's certainly straight.
They find it very offensive and very sexist.
Well, what exactly do you find offensive? I mean, what's offensive?
Ian, you put a greased naked woman
Yes.
on all fours
Yes.
with a dog collar around a neck
With a dog collar
and a leash
and a leash.
and a man's arm extended out up here holding a glove on that leash and pushing back this black glove in her face to snip it. You don't find that offensive?
No, I don't. This is 1982, Bobby. Come on.
That's right. It's 1982. Get out of the 60s. We don't have this mentality anymore.
Well, you should have seen the cover they wanted to do. It wasn't a glove. Believe me.
I don't care what you want to do. Now, seeing this is something, Ian, they're going to have to talk to your boys about it.
We're certainly not laying down any conditions.
And I don't think that a sexy cover is an answer for why an album sells or doesn't sell, because you tell me the White Album, what was that? There was nothing on the goddamn cover. Excuse me. The phone's ringing. Ian, we'll talk later after this, okay?
Okay, bye-bye.
Hello? Oh, Dennis. Okay, all right. Well, why don't you tell him? Okay. Hold on a minute. Ian? It's Eaton Hogg. He wants to talk to you.
Okay, thank you, darling.
You're welcome, dear.
Hello, Sir Dennis. Hi, how are you? Fucking old poofer. But it's really not that offensive, Sir Dennis. Come on. Okay. I'll call you absolutely first thing in the morning. Ah, shit. They're not going to release the album because they decide that the cover is sexist.
Well, so what? What's wrong with being sexy? I mean, there's no...
Sexist.
Ist, not sexy.
Okay, listen, I want to tell you this, and I was holding back because I don't know what Dennis's decision was going to be, but At this point, both Sears and Kmart stores have refused to handle the album. They're boycotting the album only because that cover. It's the first album had been a hit.
If the company is behind the album, it could shove it right down their throats.
Money talks and bullshit walks. And if the first album was a hit, then we could have pressed on them. Then we could have told them yes.
The music. Every cut on this album is a hit.
I don't give a shit about what the album.
It's
I don't give a shit about what's the album.
Compromise. We made a joke, and it was a long time ago. They're making it like a big deal.
That's true. You know, if we were serious and we said yes, she should be forced to sniff, smell the glove. We have a point, you know, but it's all a joke, isn't it? I mean, we're making fun of that sort of thing.
It is, and it isn't. She should be made to smell it, but
not, you know, over and over again.
You know, we can probably work something out. I'll talk to Dennis, and maybe we can come up with a compromise, a new design concept that we can all live with.
Interview in restaurant.
So you guys were schoolmates.
we don't. We're not university material.
What's that on your finger?
That's my gum.
What's it doing on your finger?
I might need it later.
Put it on the table. That's terrible.
Well, I might forget it on the table.
Oh, you can't take him anywhere.
How old were you guys when you met?
8 years old. Or 8 or 9.
You were 8, I was 7.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Do you remember the first song that you guys ever wrote together?
All the way home, probably.
All the Way Home.
Yeah.
Can you remember a little bit of it? I'd love to hear it.
Christ. Some black coffee, maybe we could do it.
How's it go?
Outside the railroad track, and I'm waiting for that train to bring you back. If
She's
not on the
519, I'm gonna know
what sorrow means. So I'm going to cry.
I cry all the way home.
Cry all the way home. Fairly simple. It's about 6 words in the whole song, you know, just repeat over and over again.
And let's talk about your music today. One thing that puzzles me is the makeup of your audience seems to be predominantly young boys.
Yeah. Well, it's a sexual thing, really, isn't it? Aside from identifying the boys to do with us, there's also a reaction to the female, or the female to our music. How did you put it?
Really, they're quite fearful. That's my theory. They see us on stage with tight trousers. We got, armadillos in our trousers. I mean, it's really quite frightening.
Yeah.
The size and they run screaming.
Spinal Tap performs Hellhole, Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Vandermint Auditorium.
Ian, can I have a word with you for a minute?
Yes, of course.
A couple of problems with the
What?
arrangements backstage.
What exactly?
Well,
What I mean?
well, no, there's some problems here. I don't even know where to start. All right, this
Sound check? What? What's wrong?
No. This look. There's a little problem with the this miniature bread. It's like I've been working with this now for about half an hour. I can't figure it out. Let's say I want a bite, right? You've got this.
You'd like bigger bread.
Exactly. I don't understand how.
You could fold this, though.
Well, no. Then it's off the sides.
Not the bread. You can fold the meat.
Yeah, but then it breaks apart like this.
No. You put it on the bread like this, you see.
But then, if you keep folding it, it keeps breaking.
Why do you keep folding it?
And then everything has to be folded, and then it's this. And I don't want this. I want large bread so that I can put this.
Right.
So then it's all like this. This does not work because then it's all,
Because it hangs out like that.
look,
Yeah.
would you have been holding this?
No, I don't want to eat. I wouldn't want to put that in my mouth. No, you're right, Nigel. You're right.
No, all right. Hey, Exhibit A. Now we move on to this. Look, who's in here? No one. And then in here, there's a little guy. Look, so it's a complete catastrophe.
You're right, Nigel. Nigel, calm down. Calm down.
Calm down. Good. No, it's not a big deal. It's a joke. It's really, it's.
I'm sorry. It's just some crappy university, you know.
I know. Yeah, right. It's a joke. It's all a joke.
Really, I don't want it to affect your performance.
It's not going to affect my performance. Don't worry about it, all right? Just hate it. It's really...
It won't happen again.
It does disturb me.
It's disgusting.
But I'll rise above it. I'm a professional, right?
All right.
Spinal Tap performs Hellhole, amid Nigel's guitar collection.
Do you play all? I mean, do you actually play all these, or do you...
Well, I play them and I cherish them.
Mm-hmm.
This is the top of the heap right here. There's no question about it. Look at the look at the flame on that one.
Yes.
I mean, it's just it's quite unbelievable. This one is just is perfect. 1959. It just you can listen.
How much does this?
Just listen for a minute.
Well, I'm not.
The sustain. Listen to it.
I'm not hearing anything.
You would though if it were playing, because it's famous for its sustain. I mean, you could just hold it.
Well, I mean, so you don't.
You could go and have a bite and you'd still be hearing that one. Could you hold this a second?
Sure.
This one, this course is a custom 3 pickup pole. This is my radio unit.
Oh, I see.
So I strapped this piece on, right down in here right down here when I'm on stage, and
it's wireless.
Wireless, exactly. And I can play without all the mucky muck.
So you can run around anywhere on stage with that.
Exactly. Now this is special too. It's look, see, still got the old tagger on it. See, never even played it. See?
You just bought it and
don't touch it. Don't touch it. No one, no. Don't touch it.
I wasn't going to touch it. I was just pointing at it. I just.
Well, don't point even.
Don't point even?
No, can't be played. Never.
Can I look at it?
No. You've seen enough of that one.
Don't look at it.
This is a top to, what we use on stage, but it's very, very special because if you can see,
yeah,
the numbers all go to 11. Look, right across the board.
I see. Yeah.
11, 11, 11.
So most of these amps go up to 10, right?
Exactly.
So does that mean it's louder? Is it any louder?
Well, it's one louder, isn't it? It's not 10. You see, most blokes, will be playing at 10. You're on 10 here, all the way up. All the way up.
Yeah.
All the way up. You're on 10 on your guitar. Where can you go from there? Where?
I don't know.
Nowhere. Exactly. What we do is if we need that extra push over the cliff, you know what we do?
Put it up to 11?
11. Exactly. One louder.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number, and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
Hotel lobby, Memphis, Tennessee.
Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap. This is Spinal Tap.
Welcome to Memphis, gentlemen. Slight problem with your reservation. Nothing serious, I'm afraid.
How slight?
You wanted 7 suites?
7 sweets.
Yeah. We mistakenly put you on the 7th floor with 1 suite.
That's considerably more than mine.
Yeah, well, it's a good sized room, sir. It's a king leisure. We can get you something.
How are we going to get 14 people in a king leisure bed?
Oh, don't tempt me, sir.
Well, have a good time with you. We'll be right here.
I'll take care of it.
Welcome, gentlemen, and a very attractive they are too.
Hey! Listen to me. We want these sweets, and we want them now. Okay? These people are tired. We have sound check in an hour.
Yes, sir. We can't help you out. Reba, perhaps you can help here.
One of you, Heather or Shannon.
What's the problem, sir? Can you give me a hand, please?
Yes, I'll tell you what you can do. Okay? This twisted old fruit here tells me that you have fucked up my reservations.
I just got me, sir.
So, what's the difference between golf and miniature golf?
I think it's
Balls.
the holes are smaller.
Crazed female fans shriek.
Oh, look out. Here they come.
Duke, can I have your autograph?
Duke, can I have your autograph?
Duke.
Get your hands back.
It's okay. We know him. It's Spinal Tap.
Sure.
David St. Hubbins, Spinal Tap. Derek Smalls, Spinal Tap. Nigel?
Look, we got to get going here.
Listen, where are you playing in town? You playing here?
We're doing the Enorma Dome or whatever it is. It's terrific. It's a good house. We sold it out.
Oh, yeah, big place outside of town.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's a big place. You sold it out? What's that? 20,000 seats?
We really should run, you know.
Good heavens. How are you, laddie? Great to see you, Ted. Terrific to see you.
Liam.
Ian.
Ian, yeah. Listen, we'd love to stand around and chat, but we've got to sit down in the lobby and wait for the limo.
Okay.
Okay, great. Good, great to see you. Great to see you again, Terry.
We'll catch up with you on the road.
Ed wants to read that.
Cheers.
Duke, great to see you. See ya. See you, Duke. Good days. Good days. Fucking
Wank.
What a wanker.
what a
Who's a wanker?
Total notes telling sod.
He's got this much talent. This much if he's lucky.
we carried him. We had to apologise for him with our set.
That's right.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, people were still booing. Yeah, they still booing him when we were on tour. It's all hype. It's all hype. It's all bull.
Yep, we got our rooms, big fat suites.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something.
What?
Have you seen Duke Fame's current album?
Yes.
Have you seen the cover?
No, I don't think I have.
It's a rather lurid cover. I mean, it's like naked women and
He's tied down to this tape,
Uh-huh.
and he's got these whips, and they're all semi-nude.
knocking on him, and it's like much worse.
What's the point?
Well, the point is, it's much worse than Smell the Glove. He realises that he's number 3.
Because he's the victim. Their objections were that she was the victim. You see?
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Oh,
That's all right. The singer's the victim, it's different. It's not sexist.
He did a twist on it, and it
He did. He turned it around.
We should have thought of that.
we were so close.
I mean, if we had all you guys tied up, that probably would have been fine.
Yeah.
But it's still a stupid cover.
It's such a fine line between stupid and
And clever.
yeah, and clever.
Just that little turnabout.
I have a small piece of bad news, although it may not be that bad.
For a change, man.
We're cancelled here.
At the hotel?
No, we're cancelled. The gig is cancelled.
Fuck!
It says Memphis show cancelled due to lack of advertising funds.
Ian's office.
So the last time TAP toured America, they were booked into 10,000-seat arenas and 15,000-seat venues. And it seems that now on their current tour, they're being booked into 1,200-seat arenas and 1,500-seat arenas. And I was just wondering, does this mean the popularity of the group is waning?
Oh, no, not at all. I think that their appeal is becoming more selective.
Yeah. Well, now I notice this here. You've got this cricket bat here.
Yes.
Do you play it?
No, I carry this partly of I don't know, some sort of I suppose the word
affectation.
Yes, I mean it's a kind of domestic thing, you know. But to be quite frank with you, it's come in useful in a couple of situations. Certainly in the topsy-turvy world of heavy rock, having a good solid piece of wood in your hand is quite often useful.
Mm-hmm.
Hotel room, Memphis, Tennessee.
I miss you too, darling. Yeah. Not too well, actually. Well, we got some cancellations. That's all. We got to Memphis, and there's no gig in Memphis, and we found out that this promoter in the Midwest has pulled out St. Louis and Kansas City, and Des Moines. I don't know. It's in Indiana or something. I thought, oh, don't tease me. That's not until April. Great. We'll do it. Oh, good. Oh, fucking great. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Oh, idea. You might have to take the plane to New York and then get that and go to Milwaukee from there. Oh, good. I'll have you too. Okay, bye. Oh, well, my problems are solved, mate.
Who's that?
Janine, she's coming to meet us. She was supposed to do this window layout for Neil Kite's boutique, but it's not until April.
Is she coming to drop some stuff off, and then
No.
And then go back?
No, she's coming on her own. She's going to travel with us, going to go on the road with us.
Turn it up.
In case you can hear that I'm eating too much sugar on the phone. She says my larynx is fat.
You might want to come next door. The radio's playing a hit of ours from the past.
Oh, I don't believe it. Listen to this. Hey, whoa.
Hey, yeah, going all the way back to 1965 on that one. Don't it feel good with the Teamsmen and Cup and Cakes? The Teamsmen later changed their name to Spinal Tap, and it had a couple of B-side hits. They're currently residing in the Where Are They Now file. This is Johnny Q with you on Golden 106, right after we
rock you.
Elvis's grave, Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee.
I'm not really sure this is such a great idea. I mean, I don't feel any better than I did at the hotel.
He was going to do a TV special from here before he died.
Yeah, that's right. The musical version of Somebody Up There Likes Me. Ah. Well, since my baby left me, I've found a new place to dwell. Well, it's down at the end of Lonely Street at Heartbreak Hotel.
Do it with the harmony parts.
Well, since my
baby left me.
though, I think.
If
I'm going, well, since my baby left me.
Since my baby left.
Well, since my baby left me, well, I found a new place.
My baby left me.
Well, since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. Not really,
Found a new
voice.
place to dwell.
No voice down.
Don't you want to go raga on this stuff?
No, not with this. You don't. Well, since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell.
It sounds a fucking barbershop.
Hey,
Barbershop raga.
hey, watch the language. You're paying homage to the king.
Oh, sorry. Well, this is thoroughly depressing.
Really puts perspective on things, doesn't it?
Too much fucking perspective now.
Garden Interview 3.
And in 1967, that was the first time Spinal Tap came into existence.
Well, the whole world was changing in those days.
Yeah, and we also, as the world's here,
And we were changing the world.
because we just released an enormous selling single, Listen to the Flower People.
Flower people.
We toured the world, we toured the States.
We toured the world and everywhere.
Yeah, it was a dream come true.
Spinal Tap performs Listen to the Flower People, Jamboree Pop, American TV, 1967.
Now, during the Flower People period, who was your drummer?
Stumpy's replacement, Peter James Bond. He also died in mysterious circumstances. We were playing a
Festival.
jazz blue festival. Where was that?
Blues, jazz, really.
Blues Jazz Festival.
It was in the Isle of. It was in the Isle of Lucy.
Isle of Lucy.
Isle of Lucy.
Isle of Lucy, Jazz Blues Festival.
And it was tragic, really. He exploded on stage.
Just like that. He went up.
He just was like a flash of green light. That was it. Nothing was left.
Look at his face. This really did happen.
Well, there was a little green globule on his drum seat.
Yeah, like a stain, really.
It was a small stain, a globule, actually, and
Several, dozens of spontaneously combust each year. It's just not really widely reported.
right.
Sound check, Shank Hall, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hello, 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 hello.
Testing, test. This is mic number one. Isn't this a lot of fun? Okay, got the mics.
Two. Let's do GSM, all right? GSM.
Spinal Tap plays GSM. Give me some money.
Hello, darling. Hello. I've got a surprise for you.
Hey, where'd you come from?
Where do you think I came from? Bloody airplane, didn't I? Right. David. Feels good. Oh, I've been wanting to do that for the longest time.
Carry you about with me?
Tell me.
That's the film crew I told you about. This is the film crew. Martin.
Hi, Martin.
This is Janine.
Hello.
Hello.
Here it is.
Our visitors' day, is it?
Here it is, lads. Smell the glove. Gather round. Where's David? David, get up here.
David, smell the glove is here. Hello, Janine.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Here we go. Plenty for everybody. Here you are.
Oh, I never thought I'd see. I never thought I'd live to see the day.
What do you think?
Well, is this the test pressing?
No, this is it. Yes, that's right.
This is Smell the Glove by Spinal Tap.
That's Smell the Glove. That's the jacket cover. It's going out across the country in every store.
This is the compromise we made. This is the compromise you made.
Yes.
It's going to say anything here. Here along the spine.
It's not going to say anything.
No, it's not going to say anything.
It's going to be like this or black?
No, it's going to be that simple, beautiful classic.
Does look a little bit like, black leather.
Well, you can see yourself in both sides.
I feel so bad. I feel so bad about this.
It's like a black mirror.
Well, I think it looks like death. It looks like mourning. I mean, it looks...
David. Every movie in every cinema is about death. Death sells.
I think he's right. there is something about this that's so black. It's like, how much more black could this be? And the answer is none more black.
I think you've like rationalising this whole thing like into something you did on purpose. I think we're stuck with a very, very stupid and a very, very dismal looking album. This is depressing.
David.
This is something you wear around your arm. You don't put this on your fucking turntable.
David, it's a choice.
I frankly think that this is the turning point, okay? I think this is, we're on our way now.
I agree.
It's time to kick ass.
Spinal Tap performs Rock and Roll Creation, Mick Shrimpton in Bathtub.
Given the history of Spinal Tap drummers in the past, do you have any fears for your life?
Well, when I did join, they did tell me that they kind of took me aside and said, "Well, wait, Mick, it's like this." They kind of freaked me out a bit, but it can't happen to every, can it?
Right. The law of averages says that,
The law of average.
says that you will survive.
Yeah.
Tour bus. Oh, quite exciting, this computer magic. Whee!
How many planets have you destroyed, Viv?
Well, 4 or 5. 5th time around, I think. Really, 5 galaxies gone,
Is this Cindy's first mustache?
Is it?
Can I take it off now?
Why? Too hot in here?
No, it's. I thought I might go back to see what they're up to back there. I don't think they really need to see this until you've finished with it.
Well, you were reading. You can read here.
Yeah, but they've got a game back there. I thought I maybe have a look at the new game. It's like a submarine thing.
You've got stuff on you again.
David and Janine interview.
Before I met Janine, my life was cosmically in shambles. It was. I was using bits and pieces of whatever Eastern philosophies happened to drift through my transom, and she sort of sorted it out for me, straightened it out for me. A path, a path to follow.
I wonder if you have as much influence over his musical expression.
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen to him when he's experimenting and things like that, don't I? He plays things to me. Sometimes when he's worked up, he's got a new bit and he wants to tell me about it, and I say, yeah, that's good, or that's bad, or that's shit, or whatever,
Yeah, she's very honest. She's brutally frank.
Well, how does that go over with the other band members? I mean, you were...
Well, what happens is that she gives me the brutally frank version and I sort of tart it up for them.
Yes.
Of course, it's so strange because Nigel and Janine are so similar in many ways, but they just can't, they don't dislike each other at all.
No.
There's great love between the two of them.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but they just, there's some sort of communication that's just not, just blocked or something.
Nigel plays piano.
It's pretty.
Yeah, I like it. Just been fooling about with it for a few months now. Very delicate.
It's a bit of a departure from the kind of thing you normally play.
Yeah, it's part of a trilogy, really, a musical trilogy I'm doing in D minor, which I always find is really the saddest of all keys, really. Don't know why, but it makes people weep instantly. You play ba, ba, it's the horn part.
It's very pretty.
Ba, ba. Yeah, just simple lines intertwined, Very much like I'm really influenced by Mozart and Bach. It's sort of in between those, really. It's like a mock piece, really.
Well, what do you call this?
Well, this piece is called Lick My Love Pop.
Airport security.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have any metal objects in your pockets?
Yeah.
Take them out, put them in the bucket.
Coins, keys,
Hang on.
tuning fork. Musician, I have to stay in tune, you know. Be at a moment.
One more.
Okay, would you take your jacket off, please?
Oh, it's the zipper. Setting off the machine.
Now let's go then. Let's go. Hurry up.
Step over here, please. Raise your arms. Do you have any artificial plates or limbs?
No, really, no.
Would you,
Do it. Do
Do
it.
it. Do it.
He removes a tinfoil covered cucumber from his pants. Spinal Tap plays Heavy Duty, Hotel Room, Chicago, Illinois.
Hi, Artie Fufkin.
Hey, Artie.
Polymer Records, how are you? Hey, how are you doing? Derek. Derek.
Derek?
Yeah, hi.
Oh, Derek. Yeah, Artie Fufkin, Polymer Records. How are you? I'm your promo man here in Chicago.
Oh, wow, that's great.
I love you guys, and
Yeah,
and of course Nigel.
Nigel.
I love you, Nigel Tufnell.
Right.
Well, I love your stuff, and I'd go back with you guys. Artie Fufkin, Polymer Records.
Right. Yeah.
And what are you, darling?
Oh, this is my special friend, Cindy.
Oh, hello, Cindy.
And this is Belinda.
Oh, hello, Belinda.
Nice to meet you.
Artie Fufkin, Polymer Records, promo. And I'm, what's going on here?
Oh, they're making,
Hi, guys. Artie Fufkin, Polymer Records. Nice to meet you. And where's David? David, hi. Artie Fufkin, how are you?
Yeah, it's nice to see you.
We've got something exciting happening in mind.
hey, the food! Ah!
Oh, thank God, civilization. Where do I put this? Disc and Dat autograph session.
What are you doing to me here?
I'm not doing anything.
I thought we had a relationship here. I don't know what happened.
The business is terrible, all right. What can I tell you?
I know business is terrible, but what happens with the record store with the promotions and no one shows up?
This isn't a personal thing, Ari. I mean,
Forget the personal thing. We had a relationship here. Forget about personal. What about a relationship? I feel like a schlub. I don't know what's happening. It's me. That's what's happening. It's me. I did it. It's my fault.
We were told massive radio support.
We did massive.
Vast. They said vast radio support.
We did massive. We saturated. That's what it is. It's me. I did it. I fucked up. I fucked up the timing. That's all. I fucked up the timing. I've got no timing. You know what I want you to do? Will you do something for me?
What?
Do me a favor. Just kick my ass, okay? Kick this ass for a man. That's all. Kick my ass. Enjoy. Come on. I'm not asking. I'm telling. Just kick my ass.
Xanadu Star Theater, Cleveland, Ohio. Come on!
well, we've kept him waiting long enough. Let's do it then. Come on, Mick.
Let's go, Mr. Shrimpton.
Let's rock and roll.
Come on, let's hear some rock and roll!
Rock and roll.
Yeah, mate.
No, it's not an exit. Not an exit.
No, I don't. We don't want an exit.
No, that's true.
Try this way.
I hope so. This way.
Wait. This looks familiar, though. It really does.
Oh, listen.
Shit.
We're not lose it, though. Let's not lose it. What the fuck is this, Ian? You know he should be here.
Tap!
we've got to get to it some way. We've got to get on stage, right?
We're in the group. We're in the group that's playing tonight.
Yeah. You go straight down this door right here and down the hall.
Yeah.
Then you turn right.
Yeah.
And there's this little jog there, about 30 feet.
Now we jog.
You jog to the left.
Jog?
No, we don't got time for that.
And then you go straight ahead.
We trust you. We trust you.
You go straight ahead, go straight ahead, turn to the right, next two corners, and then the first door, the sign, authorized personnel only.
Yeah.
Okay, open that door, that's the stage.
You think so?
Yeah, you're authorized. You're musicians, aren't you?
We got guitars, yeah.
It's on.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Rock and roll, rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Let's get it.
This way.
No, this way.
I'll see, this way.
Straight through. Rock and roll. Hello, Cleveland. Hello, Cleveland.
Let's go.
Fuck.
Oh, you must have made a wrong turn.
We
Other
gotta
way.
go another way. Other way.
Seasons Restaurant.
I hate to keep harping on this, but I think that the notion of a black album has really cursed us in a way.
Believe me, we're getting some very substantial reports of airplay. I don't think we have to worry about that.
You know, it might have been a bit better if the album had been mixed right.
Well, I suppose you could cry about that. Of course, it's true. I mean, it's true.
It wasn't. It was mixed all wrong, wasn't it?
It was mixed wrong.
Yeah.
Were you there?
You couldn't hear the.
How do you know it was mixed wrong?
But she's heard the record.
No, but I've heard the album.
So your judgment is that it was mixed wrong.
You couldn't hear the lyrics over it all.
You don't agree that you can't hear the vocals?
No, I don't. I do not agree. No.
Well, I think maybe.
It's interesting that she's bringing it up.
Well, she'd like to hear the vocals.
I mean, it's like, it's me saying, you know, you're using the wrong conditioner for your hair.
Don't be stupid.
You don't. You don't do heavy metal in Dolby. You know, I mean, it's...
In what? In what?
In Dublin.
In Dublin? What's that?
She means Dolby, all right? She means Dolby, you know. You know perfectly well what she means. We shan't recover from this one. We shan't recover from this one.
Oh, come on.
Oh, can I have the floor for just one moment? Because I've got, you know, something I'd like to show you. These, Janine's been working on these very hard. These are a new direction.
Got a new idea for the presentation.
A stage look for the band fashioned after
The Signs of the Zodiac.
the signs of the zodiac.
We need a new presentation.
This is a look for Viv. He's a Libra. There's sort of a yin yang.
Yin and the yang.
Yeah, sort of. Look, this is Nigel. He's a Capricorn, sort of a goat look.
Giving you a little beer, Bib.
Is this a joke?
This is the.
Excuse me, is this a joke?
A joke.
Just bear with us for one moment, please. This I love this. I wish I were.
Answer.
This is your crab face. Give me a chance. Give it a chance.
David. Wait. Please wait a minute. Have you any idea what it will cost to dress up the band as animals?
Oh, it don't cost nothing. It really doesn't.
They're not animals. They're signs of the zodiac.
They're animals!
It's a way to fight the drabs. You know, we've got the drabs.
Well, that's true. I think mine would look good, better in Dublin if it was done in Dublin.
Shut up.
I knew it wouldn't be easy. I'm quite open-minded enough.
David, no, David. There's no solution to the problem. I think we know where they are.
I've yet to hear them. I've yet to hear them.
We can take the rational approach. We can say,
May I make a suggestion? May I make a suggestion? I've got one other suggestion.
Well, let's hear yours. Let's hear your suggestion.
Stonehenge. Stonehenge is the best production value we've ever had on stage.
But we haven't got the equipment. We haven't got the equipment. We haven't got Stonehenge. We haven't.
Oh, yeah, we don't. Let's start.
But we haven't got.
Please, just a moment. Musically, we all know.
We know it works. I don't think it's a bad idea.
Musically, we all know it, right? No problems musically. We go right on stage, and it's quite simple. This is, Ian can take care of this.
We know what the Stonehenge monument looked like. We don't have that piece of scenery anymore.
I know, so we build a new one. This is it, look.
Consider it done.
So you're just going to take care of it like that. You're going to find someone to design it using that as a plan.
Let's try. Let's try.
If you can do it, I'll do the number.
Interview in storeroom.
Do you feel that in collaboration with David that you were afforded the opportunity to express yourself musically the way you would like to?
Well, I think I do, in my solos. My solos are my trademark.
Cut to Nigel's guitar solo. Cut to room in Austin, Texas.
This looks actually perfect. I mean, it's the right proportions. It'll be this color, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just terrific. It almost looks like the real thing.
Oh, good.
When we get the actual set, when we get the piece, it'll follow exactly these specifications. I mean, even these contours and everything.
I'm not understanding it. What do you mean the actual piece?
Well, I mean when you build the actual piece.
But this is what you asked for, isn't it?
What?
Well, this is the piece.
This is the piece?
Yes.
Are you telling me that this is it? This is scenery? Have you ever been to Stonehenge?
No, I haven't been to Stonehenge.
The triptychs are 20 feet high. You could stand 4 men up them.
Ian, I was supposed to build it 18 inches high.
This is insane. This isn't a piece of scenery.
Look, this is what I was asked to build, 18 inches right here. It's specified 18 inches. I was given this napkin. I mean,
forget this. Fuck the napkin.
Spinal Tap performed Stonehenge hotel room.
I do not, for one, think that the problem was that the band was down. I think the problem may have been there was a Stone Age monument on the stage that was in danger of being crushed by a dwarf, all right? That tended to understate the hugeness of the project.
I really think you're just making a much too big thing out of it.
Yeah, making a big thing out of it would have been a good idea.
Nigel gave me a drawing that said 18 inches, all right?
I know he did, and that's what I'm talking about.
Now, whether he knows the difference between feet and inches is not my problem. I do what I'm told.
But you're not as confused as him, are you? I mean, it's not your job to be as confused as Nigel is.
It's my job to do what I'm asked to do by the creative element of this band. And that's what I did. Come on.
The audience was laughing.
So it became a comedy number.
Yes, it did. Yes, it fucking well did. And it's not pleasant to be part of the comedy on stage. Backstage, perhaps, it was very amusing.
Well, maybe we can fix the choreography. Keep the dwarf clear.
What do you mean?
So they don't trod upon it.
I don't think that's the issue. I think it's symptomatic that maybe you're taking on more than you can handle.
It's not exactly the first time you've messed things up, is it?
I mean, there's been some gaping holes in the business end. If this
Not the first time. Just a minute. Excuse me. This is a band meeting. right? Are you here for some reason?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. She's with me.
No. But is she now in the band? Is she singing backup or something?
I care what happens to the band.
But she's with me, all right?
David, whenever a single bump or a ruffle comes into this little fantasy, adolescent fantasy world that you guys had built around yourselves,
Hey, don't knock at me. Don't knock at me.
you start screaming like a bunch of pansy hairdressers. I mean, it's just a problem, you know. It gets solved.
It doesn't.
You can't live out a bubble.
If it got solved, that would be all right, but it doesn't get solved. I mean, what do you think happened out there? What got solved tonight?
Well, one thing that goes wrong, one single thing that goes wrong, 100 things go right. Do you know what I spend my time doing? I sleep 2 or 3 hours a night. There's no sex and drugs for Ian, David. Do you know what I do? I find lost luggage. I locate mandolin strings in the middle of Austin.
Yes, I've seen you. We've seen you do that.
You know? The prize, the rent out of the local Hebrews, that's what I do.
Well, maybe you should get someone else to find that lost luggage, and you should concentrate on what's going on stage.
Yes, that's what we're talking about.
You mean you want me to be the road manager?
All bad. No, all bad. Oh, could we,
What Dave is trying to say is if you let him get a word through is you could maybe do with some help.
Some help?
Managing the band.
Very simple. It's very simple.
It's that clear.
But maybe there's someone already in the organisation. We don't have to pay insurance. We don't have to pay extra room, etc. Since she's already here. She's already among us. And, she is certainly capable of taking over.
She? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Well, who do you think I'm talking about? Who do you think I'm talking about?
I wouldn't have never dreamed in a million years that it was her you were talking about.
Why not?
I'm offering to help out here.
No, you're not offering to help out. You're offering to co-manage the band with me. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yes.
In so many words, that is exactly it.
Exactly.
I'm certainly not going to co-manage with some girl just because she's your girlfriend.
Don't call her my girlfriend.
All right, she's not your girlfriend. I don't know.
Oh, girlfriend it is. You couldn't manage a classroom full of kids. I don't know what you're doing managing a band.
Why don't we just,
Oh, shut up.
Look, this is my position, okay? I'm not managing it with you or any other woman, especially one that dresses like an Australian's nightmare. So fuck you.
Fuck you too.
And fuck all of you. Because I quit, all right? That's it. Good night.
Can I raise a practical question at this point?
Yeah.
Are we going to do Stonehenge tomorrow?
No, we're not going to fucking do Stonehenge.
Airport.
Okay, we're all set. Thank you. All right. Right, fellas. We've got the tickets. We're on 310 flight, gate 24. All right. And it arrives at 4 in Colorado, and then we've got a limo to take us to the lodge.
That's about 100 yards from Rainbow Trout Studio.
What I've done is arrange the whole load of charts.
Oh, wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. This is great.
The band sign is Virgo, and we'll see in Saturn is in the 3rd house. All right. And it's a bit rocky, but Virgo is in one of the most highly intelligent signs of the zodiac. We're going to pull through this with great bond.
Yeah, it's so clear. It really is. It's so clear.
Nigel hasn't gotten one. Nigel, we've got some pages for you here.
Yeah, he's got one. You know. Think about what jumble a tour usually is.
If you just have a look at this.
No, he's got one.
Now, what I want to explain to you here is that Denver...
Interview in storeroom 2.
How would you characterize your relationship with David over the years? I mean, has it changed in any way?
Not really. I mean, they go grown up, but really it's not, no. Not really. We feel like children much of the time. Even when we're playing, we're closer than brothers. Brothers always fight, sort of disagreements and all that. We really have a relationship that's way, way past that.
Rainbow Trout Studio.
Ah!
He can't play the fucking guitar anymore.
You know the part. You did it this morning.
No, he doesn't know the fucking... If he knew the fucking part, he'd play it, wouldn't he? Are you walking out? Are you walking out?
Fuck!
God, great. Just tell me what I'm supposed to do, all right?
We're supposed to play the fucking thing, aren't we? We've no choice. We've spent an hour and a half.
I'm doing my part. Make this a lot simpler. I mean, I hate to cut right through it here. Why don't you play this alone, without some fucking angel hanging over your head? You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ, it's the fucking part we need.
You can't fucking concentrate because of your fucking wife. Simple as that, all right? It's your fucking wife.
Not my wife.
Whatever fuck she is, all right? You can't concentrate. We can't fucking do the track.
This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
No, it's not unbelievable at all. It all leads up to this. It all leads up to this.
This is unbelievable. Will you check me on this? Am I losing my fucking mind? Could you check me on this? Am I losing my mind? I don't understand what this has to do with anything.
Derek's office.
We're very lucky in a sense that we've got two visionaries in the band.
Right.
David and Nigel are both like poets, you know, like Shelley or Byron or people like that. The two totally distinct types of visionaries. It's like fire and ice, basically. You see, I feel my role in the band is kind of in the middle of that, kind of like lukewarm water in a sense.
Limo.
Listen, I don't think you've got time to go to the hotel. I think we better go straight to the base.
The what?
Bass.
The gig.
To the Civic Arena, right?
No, it fell through.
No.
Wait a sec. Hold it. Do you know about this? And we don't know about this? What are you talking about?
We are going to the Air Force Base.
Why are we going to an Air Force base?
Well, the original gig fell through.
Lindbergh Air Force Base, Seattle, Washington.
Lieutenant Hookstrat.
Ah, Hookstratton. And you are Spinal Tarp.
I'm Jean Pettibone, and this is Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap, my mistake. I'm Lieutenant Bob Hookstratton. Welcome to the Lindbergh Air Force Base. This is your gentleman's first visit to a military facility.
Yeah.
Fine. May I start by saying how thrilled we are to have you here. We are such fans of your music and all of your records.
Oh, that's great.
I'm not speaking of you personally, but the whole genre of the rock and roll.
I can understand that.
Well, it's a great genre.
Well, you know, of the exciting things that are happening in the music today, let me explain a little bit of what's going on. This is our monthly Eddie's weekend and gives us a chance to kind of let down our hair, although I can see you all have a head start. These haircuts wouldn't pass military muster, believe me. Although I shouldn't talk, my hair's getting a little shaggy too. Better not get too close to you. They'll think I'm part of the band. I'm joking, of course. Shall we go in and I'll show you around? Walk this way, right through here. Did you ever run into a musical group that works out of Kansas City that calls them Four Jacks and a Jill? They've been working out of a Ramada Inn for about 18 months. If you've ever been there and want to hear good music, you might want to drop by. And if you'd like to get the playing on about 1,900 hours, is that satisfactory?
When will that be?
I make it now is about 1,830 hours.
So what's that? About 50 hours?
120.
That's about 30 minutes, about half hour, give or take just a few minutes. If you don't want to rush, the idea is that we get it on and we get it over with. And I just have one request. Would you play a couple of slow numbers so I can dance?
Spinal Tap performs Sex Farm.
He totally ruined the gig there. He walks off, and then, he just can't be expected to sit home and get money. We've got to get someone else out there.
Hotel lobby.
Has he ever done this before? I mean, has he ever
Well, no.
quit the band before?
No, but it's well, you've got to understand that it's like in the world of rock and roll, there are certain changes that sometimes occur, and you just got to sort of roll with them, I mean, you read, you saw exactly how many people who've been in the band over the years. 37 people's been in this band over the years. I mean, it's like, 6 months from now, I can't see myself missing Nigel more than I might miss Ross Mockinlock or Ronnie Pudding or Danny or little Danny Schindler or any of those. It's...
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. That you're lumping Nigel in with these people you've played with for a short period of time.
Well, I'm sure I'd feel much worse if I weren't under such heavy sedation. But still in all, I mean, you've got to be realistic about this sort of thing,
So what happens to the band now?
What do you mean?
He's not coming back, or...
No, we shan't work together again.
Themeland Amusement Park, Stockton, California.
Oh, no. I've told them once. I've told them 100 times. Put Spinal Tap first and Puppet Show last.
Now, this is a morale build, now, isn't it?
We've got a big dressing room, though.
What?
We've got a big dressing room here.
Oh, we've got a bigger dressing room than the puppets? Oh, that's refreshing.
I've got some of this Mendocino rocket fuel that's supposed to be really...
Can you play? Excuse me. Viv, can you play a bass line like Nigel used to do on Big Bottom? Can you double that? You record the lines in fifths?
Oh, yeah. I've got two hands here. Yeah, I can do it.
So that's good. You can play that one.
Hole is out. Heavy is out.
Heavy hole.
Right. America is out.
America, we can't do. That's Nigel's tune, not my tune.
We know. That's a nice little set, isn't it? It's a cozy 10 minutes.
What are we going to do? We've got nothing to play here.
I'll tell you what we're going to have to do.
What?
Jazz Odyssey.
We are not going to do freeform jazz, exploration in front of a festival crowd.
Spinal Tap Mark II performs Jazz Odyssey in front of a festival crowd.
You are witnesses at the new birth of Spinal Tap Mark II. Hope you enjoy our new direction. On the bass, Derek Smalls. He wrote this.
End of tour party.
Tonight's last show of the tour. How's that feel? Yeah, is it like your last waltz? Are we talking the end of Spinal Tap, or are you going to try and milk it for a few more years? I mean, in Europe,
Well, I don't really think the end can be assessed as itself as being the end, because what does the end feel like? It's like saying when you try to extrapolate the end of the universe, you say if the universe is indeed infinite, then what does that mean? How far is it? I mean, is it all the way? And then if it stops, what's stopping it? And what's behind? What's stopping it? So what's the end? That's my question to you.
It's a good crowd.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, some of these things just, don't mean much.
It was hard to get in the last minute. You can't arrange it all overnight.
David, we had a 15-year ride, mate. I mean, what's it like to be a 45-year-old rock and roller farting around in front of people less than half their age?
So true, yeah.
cranking out some kind of mediocre ad banging bullshit. You know, that's how we forgot. That we forgot can be.
Yeah, it would be. It's beneath us. Who wants to see that? Not me.
That's right. Absolutely. I mean, we could take the projects that we thought, you know, that we haven't had time for.
Oh, there's dozens. You know, so many dozens of projects.
You know, we didn't have time for them because we had tap and bring them all back to life, maybe.
Do you remember what we were? Do you remember the time?
At the Luton Palace.
Yes.
We were talking about a rock musical based on the life of Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, Saucy Jack.
Right, Saucy Jack. It's the time to do that.
Saucy Jack, you're a naughty one, Saucy Jack. You're a haughty one, Saucy Jack.
Right.
It's freeing up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all this free time. It's sunny time. It's so elastic.
It's a gift. It's a gift of freedom, you know.
I've always wanted to do a collection of acoustic numbers with the London Philharmonic, as you know.
We're lucky.
Yeah.
I mean, people should be envying us, you know.
I envy us.
Yeah.
I do.
Me too.
Dressing room. Last gig of the tour.
We'll make 'em miss us.
Last stop.
I'm in tune. The last tuning.
Last tuning.
Time to go, shall we? Go. I think it's time to go.
Yeah, we're going to do a good show. We'll do a dynamite show.
Come to see the show.
Yeah. Hi, Mick.
Nudge.
So you just come here to hang around backstage like a real rock and roller. Is that what you're doing?
I'm really a messenger.
A messenger?
Yeah, bumped into Ian and
Oh, Ian. Oh, the other dead man, yeah.
seems that Sex Farm is on the charts in Japan.
Spinal Tap's recording of Sex Farm.
It's number 5 last week, actually. So he asked me to ask you, Tap, if you would be interested in reforming and doing a tour of Japan.
So you've come back to replug our life support systems in. Is that it? By the grace of your the stroke of your hand, you. Is that what we're going to do? You're going to bring us back to life? Is that what you've come here for?
No, I've come.
I mean, I don't. You've a fucking nerve that you display in come.
No, that's it. I'm just passing on information, really.
Yeah, I think it's time to go in. We don't have time to discuss this now.
David, do a good show, right?
Yeah, okay.
Spinal Tap performs Tonight, I'm Gonna Rock You Tonight.
So do you feel that playing rock and roll music keeps you keeps you in a state of arrested development?
No. I feel it's more like going to a national park or something. And there's, to preserve the moose. And that's like my childhood up there on stage, is that moose, and
So you're playing, when you're playing, you feel like a preserved moose on stage?
Yeah.
I've been listening to the classics. I belong to a great series. It's called the Namesake series of cassettes. And they send you the works of famous authors done by actors with the same last name. So I've got Denham Eliot reading T.S. Eliot on this one.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, I've got Annie Thomas doing A Child's Christmas in Wales by Dylan Thomas. And next month, it's Maclean Stevenson reads Robert Louis Stevenson. Treasure Island, probably.
That's interesting. It's fascinating.
Yeah. And there's also something, there's shorter works of Washington Irving read by someone called Dr.
Dr. J. Oh, that's Julius Erving. Julius Erving,
Oh,
the basketball player.
there you go. Keeping with the series. Yes, I didn't know that. Yeah.
You like this?
It's very nice. It looks like Halloween.
This is my exact inner structure done in a t-shirt. Exactly medically accurate, see?
So, in other words, if you were to take all your flesh and blood and
Take them off.
and you'd see exactly,
This is what you'd see.
it wouldn't be green though.
It is green. You know, see how your blood looks like blue?
Yeah, well, that's just the vein. I mean, the color of the vein, the blood is actually red.
Oh, well, maybe it's not green. Anyway, this is what I sleep in sometimes.
Yeah. Dennis Eaton Hogg, the president of Polymer Records,
Yes.
was recently knighted. What were the circumstances surrounding his knighthood?
Specific reason why he was knighted was for the founding of Hogwood, which is summer camp for pale young boys.
David St. Hubbins. I must admit, I've never heard anybody with that name.
It's an unusual name. Well, he was an unusual saint. He's not a very well-known saint.
Oh, there is actually there was a St. Hubbins?
Yeah, that's right, yes.
What was he the saint of?
He was the patron saint of quality footwear.
You play predominantly a white audience. You feel your music is racist in any way?
No.
No, of course not.
No, we say love your brother. We don't say it really, but
We don't literally say it.
no, we don't say it at all.
No, we don't literally mean it, but we're not racist.
No, we don't believe it either, but that message should be clear anyway.
We're anything but racists.
You know, we've grown musically. I mean, listen to some of the rubbish we did earlier. It was stupid.
Yeah.
You know, now, I mean, a song like Sex Farm has taken the sophisticated view of the idea of sex, you know, and music.
And put it on a farm.
Yeah.
If I were to ask you what your philosophy of life or your creed, what would that be?
Have a good time all the time. That's my philosophy, Marty.
I believe virtually everything I read. And I think it's what makes me more of a selective human than someone who doesn't believe anything.
Do you have a philosophy or creed that you live by?
Well, like, personally, I like to think about sex and drugs and rock and roll. You know, that's my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were to have something written as your epitaph.
Here lies David St. Hubbins. And why not?
You feel that sums up your life?
No, it's the first thing I could think of.
Oh, I see.
It doesn't sum up anything, really.
Yeah.
We're real fish nuts. We really like fish.
What kind of fish?
Well, in the United States, you have cod. I like cod, and I love tuna. With little cans you got here, tuna fish.
Yeah.
No bones.
Yeah. Hey, if you could not play rock and roll, what would you do?
Be a full-time dreamer.
I'd probably get a bit stupid and start to make a fool of myself in public because there wouldn't be a stage to go on.
Probably work with children.
As long as there's, you know, sex and drugs, I can do without the rock and roll.
Well, I suppose I could work in a shop of some kind or do freelance selling of some sort of product, you know.
A salesman. You think you can?
A salesman, like maybe in a haberdasher, or maybe like a chapeau shop or something. You know, like, would you? What size do you wear, sir? And then you answer.
7 1/4.
I think we have that. You see, something like that I could do.
Yeah. You think you'd be happy doing something like that?
No, we're all out of. Do you wear black? See, that sort of thing. I think I could probably muster up.
Yeah. Do you think you'd be happy doing that?
Well, I don't know. What are the hours?
The end.
Very
Good job, guys.
is